Everyone, welcome. Wednesday stream here. Continuing with Mortem, the French 1920s Paris, France murder mystery game where you play as Gus MacPherson, an English detective turned French artist who moved to France, retired. He's back on the case, and we're pretty far into the game now. And we finally have our first suspect. So all we know is that we made a sketch of who we thought it was, showed it to the police, they flipped out. This guy, apparently, who we have as our main suspect, is a former police officer. He's a private detective, well revered in the community, I guess. But all we know is he showed up to see Theo Mallet, the doorman from the hotel where the murders took place, the night that the murders happened. So we got to find out what's going on here. We're trying to break into his office, and I don't think I can because I don't have lockpicks. I used the lockpicks to break into the room where the murder happened. So we need to find some other way of getting in there. Get things started here and figure this out. Who done it? Hey, Bass. How's it going? Yep. We're on the trail of a suspect. This guy, but we couldn't break into his office last time, so we're gonna try it again. We're actually outside of his office. I think I need...
Locked, obviously. What else did I expect? Looks like there's nobody in there. I need to find a way to take a look around.
Yeah, we need to find a way to look around. We gotta get into this guy's office, kind of do our detective work.
There's nobody in there. I need to find a way to take a look around.
Which is a bit problematic. I think the only way we're gonna get in there, since we don't have a lockpick, is to break one of these pane glasses of glass panes and maybe reach in, unlock the lock from the inside. I don't have anything in my inventory that can do it, though, I don't think. So we need to go find something. I thought this would have done it. Magic talisman, but no go with that, so. I didn't see anything at the police station. Let me brighten this up a little, actually. Gotta fiddle with the gamma, it's a dark game. That's why I could see it better. How's everybody doing today? Midweek. Get the day off tomorrow. Need another day. See how it goes. Desktop colors. Let's bring this up to right about there. I could actually see. That's awesome. A little bit of a whodunit murder mystery here. Just knock. Tried that. It wouldn't let me. I wish it was that easy. Let's go to a hotel. Maybe there was an item upstairs in one of the rooms we missed.
You again! Sir, I have nothing more to say to you.
Busy. He has nothing to say to us. What's here? Oh, there's some tools here. Look at this. I didn't even notice that. What does this say? It says the elevator is out of order, pretty much, in French. I don't speak French, unfortunately. I can understand some of it, though. I speak Italian, so I understand Spanish and a little bit of French because of it. There's a mallet here? I didn't see this before. Maybe that's what we need. I can break down the door, right? Let's go try it. Without hesitation. I was actually going to go to the rooms upstairs and see if there was anything, but maybe the mallet will do it. Go to Halloween's office, he's our suspect. Well, alright, that did it. Not very subtle, though, but we broke in. I'll look around. This guy's messy office. He's not here, so why not find some evidence against him if he truly is the killer? He ran away when we tried to stop him. Ninja sneak indeed. Ninja's like a cat. I don't know if this is him. Doesn't look like him. Like a phone call?
Hello, what number can I dial for you?
The only person we could call is Sophia Blake, the person who hired us. Let's try it.
I'm sorry to disturb you, miss. Can you connect me to the Elysee 1528? I want to speak to Sophia Blake.
Right away, sir.
She has yet to answer our phone, so I don't know why we keep calling her, but...
There is no answer, sir. Call back later.
There we go. Got the papers on the desk. There's got to be some way to investigate them, right? Here.
A letter of appointment. Signed Gregoire Dalpin.
Uh-oh. Somebody's coming in. Well, this is awkward.
But who are you? What do you want?
That's... I think is the woman who was at the police station when we first got there earlier in the game. I don't know who she is exactly. I'm a friend of yours who has your son's best interests at heart, madam. Okay, she's Halloween's mom. We know that.
I am a friend who has your son's best interests at heart, madame.
Liar! I do not believe you. Jacques is not a criminal. Get out. He's not here. Scram!
I can see why you mimicked the facial expressions in this game, 09. Pretty weird.
I'm looking for Eloane. I need to talk to him.
My son has disappeared. I don't know where he is. He's a good boy, you know. He would not hurt a fly.
Any idea where he may be hiding?
Any idea where he
Not
may
gonna
be
tell
hiding?
us.
Hiding? I swear he's not here. Why would he hide? I've not seen him for several days. I have no idea where he is.
You're lying, Madame Eloane. Tell me where I can find your son. I mean him no harm. On the contrary, I need to talk to him.
You do not want to harm him. Can I trust you? Please understand, Eloane has not done anything. He's afraid, that's all. He's not hiding, but he needs help. My son is up there. Follow me.
Sun is up there. Where is she going with this chair? She meant up there. I didn't think she was actually gonna, like... Is he in the attic?
He's upstairs. Just go on up.
Strange. I have a feeling we're gonna walk up there and then she's gonna, like, lock us in.
Double locked. With a safe like this, it's hopeless without a key.
Okay, so we need the key for the safe. Definitely don't have that. Alright, I guess we go upstairs. She really wants us to go up there. There's nothing else to say. We could walk out. Why would I go up to the attic? He's up there. Like any serial killer would be hiding in an attic, right?
Right. Jacques Elouet, I'm arresting you for the murder of Regis and Ruby White.
I'm innocent. I may have led the murderer to the Eatons, but I did not kill them.
The Eatons? What are you talking about?
It's a long story, but this is what happened. It was after a rather tiresome case. The story of adultery that ended badly. The husband had hired me because his wife had supposedly run off with the money. She told quite another story, of course. I will spare you the details. I came home shattered. During my absence, a certain De Alpin had come by about some employees who had swindled him. I knew that De Alpin was a banker and that there would be plenty of money in it, but I was dead on my feet. So I told my mother to call him back and tell him to get lost. That's when she showed me the check. So, off I went again.
So here's the story. He starts telling the story and then it just cuts out.
Hello, what number can I dial for you?
Oh, I see. We're playing as him now, Halloween. So he's telling the story and we're playing as him.
Oh, I seem to have the wrong number. Thanks, doll.
Interesting. I didn't think it was going to switch characters on me.
Hello, what number can I dial for you?
He's got to know a number here. The telephone lady. Ah, that is what I call service. He's got a phone number to call, so let's call. He's calling Mr. Georgie de Alpin.
A telephone lady.
Oh, I said that wrong.
That's what I call service. I'd like Marais, 8211, Mr. Grégoire de Alpin, please.
Grégoire de Alpin. That's the way to say it. So I guess we're playing his story
Sir, call back
through his
later.
eyes. It's interesting. Call back later. There's nothing. Maybe we have the key to his safe now. I doubt it. Can I open this? Cannot. Who he's got in his inventory? Hey Tikaru, how's it going? Have you been? Did you finish Broken Age today? That game looks a lot longer than I expected it to be. It's quite good. Can I read any of this stuff? Hold on. If I hover over it, it'll tell me what it is. Wallet. 150 francs. A letter from GD Alpin. Let's look at it. Yep, managed to beat it. The ending was rough, though. I thought trying to make the tree laugh was pretty rough, but not bad, though. Overall, that game looked pretty cool. I'll play it at some point. I know I have it. I think Epic gave it away, or Twitch. Alpin's letter 1 of 1. Addressed to the private detective Jacques Halloween. The letter requires him to locate 2 swindlers who supposedly stole an object of great value from the home of Dr. Alpin. The address of the thieves, a brother and sister called Paul and Gracie Eaton, is included in the letter. Dr. Alpin promises to pay good money as long as the affair is kept quiet and well removed from the eyes of the public and the ears of the police. That's it. Okay, so this guy hired us, apparently, to find these 2 Eaton people. Apparently they swindled him? Yeah, the tree was rough also. But I also wanted to see the options, so it was partly my fault. No, you did right by seeing all the options. Who knows what each option would have unlocked, so... I blame the tree, not you. The tree didn't have much of a sense of humor. We go in here
My
now?
mom's place. She's gone out again and locked the door behind her.
Okay, this is where his mom lives. She's the one who showed us where he was hiding out. Alright, here we go. Dr. Alapin's house, the Eaton's apartment. Let's go to Dr. Alapin's house first. It's a whole new game with a whole new character now. Playing as the supposed murderer. Let me make it slightly brighter. A little too dark on my end. There we go. Wait, what? There we go. Right? Yeah. This is the man who hired us to go find the Eatons. We know where their apartment is. We just need to figure out if
No
there's anything
answer.
to do here.
No one's going to annoy him with a lock like that on his door.
Well, what happened was we were investigating the murder as Gus MacPherson, the main character of the game. We found out who might be the person who is behind the murders. This Jacques Hellouet guy. And we went to his place of work. We found him, thanks to his mom. And now he's telling the story of, or his alibi of what he was doing during the murders. Or before the murders. So we're playing it through his eyes, which is pretty interesting. So we get to see the story, not just hear it. Which I think is pretty cool. Yeah, there's nothing here. Let's go to the apartment of the people he told us were swindling him.
Those dirty kids, they roll around in the mud all day. And who scrubs? Old Muggins here.
Old Muggins here. Well, the voices don't fit these characters considering we're in France. The way out. Going through here? Nope. Up the stairs we go. Or we go straight ahead. Anything back here? Kind of like the old Sherlock stuff. Yeah, somewhat. You do get to see some scenes. Of course, now I'm playing as he tells me the story in real time, so this is odd. It's like absolutely nothing here. Let's go up the stairs.
And where do you think you're going, eh? You gonna walk over me to get in here? Some people have work to do.
Oh, she's not gonna let us in? How we get past her now? Something we could throw at her maybe to distract her? Is there a way we could climb up? No walking on my floor. I don't want to dirty her floor. You gotta respect her, right? How are these doors open now? What about this pipe? Can we climb up the pipe? I don't really know what apartment they're in, so I don't know what window we would climb up to. Unless she's telling us we can't go this way yet in the game.
And where do you think you're going, eh? You gonna walk over me to get in here? Some people have work to do.
You can talk to her, right?
Who are you? Can't you see I'm not here? If it's for the poor, I gave at the office.
Lovely day, as it say. Can you give me the Eaton's room number? I think you missed the spot. I would piss her off. Are you done, Cinderella? You're blocking my way. It's pretty mean. Let's be nice to her.
Lovely day, isn't it? Say, can you give me the Eaton's room number?
The Eatons? What do you want from the Eatons? Are you a friend of theirs? You don't look the sort they would associate with.
He's the guy who was in the sketch we made the other stream. We drew his picture, even though he doesn't really look like him. Are you the janitor? My name is Jacques Halloween. I'm a friend of the family. They're not often in Paris, so I thought I would pay them a visit. Paul and I were regiment during the Great War. Let's go private detective. I hate to bother you, but I have a few questions to ask the Eatons. Let's just be honest.
I'm Jacques Eloin, private detective. I hate to be any bother, but I have a few questions to ask the Eatons.
A detective? I knew they were shady, those two. With all that riffraff that Paul knocked about with. That Montparnasse bunch. In any case, they have split.
They left. Montparnasse? You mean people who live in Montparnasse district? The artist quarter? Paul hung out with the artists there? Anywhere in particular? Maybe she'll give us like a location to go to if we ask this question.
Montparnasse. You mean people who live in the Montparnasse district? The artist quarter? Paul hung out with artists there. Anywhere in particular?
The Alembic gang? That's where all
The Alembic?
artists met. Birds of a feather stick together, as they say.
It's the restaurant we were at.
These bloody rascals really want to drive me up the wall. I have a floor to scrub. So you with the mustache, clear off or I'll chuck you out on your ear.
Wow. Alright, we got a new location on the map, the Alembic. This is where we've gone with Gus before. Clearly we know Hule, the, or Hulot, the bartender. Not having much success with these French names.
And the time he dressed up as an
Her
angel,
again?
and he did not have a string on his bow. Berenice.
Oh, sorry. Jacques Eloin. Perhaps you could help me.
Why not? Would you like a drink? Come on, don't be silly. I'm a modern girl. Come, have a seat.
She's the woman who slept with Gus,
You've never
the
been
private
here.
detective.
I would remember your face. I'm curious to know what brings you here.
I think that was a kiss. They didn't animate it correctly, but I think it was supposed to be a kiss. Maybe he just rubbed his nose on her. His dirty nose. Deal with punks, not cute dolls like you. I'm a detective. Do you happen to know a certain Paul Eaton? Berenice, pretty name. Your knight in shining armor left you alone in such a place? This is hardly wise. That is all you know, is it? In any case, someone as charming as you is always beyond suspicion. Sweet talk? Go with this.
Berenice. Pretty name. Your knight in shining armor left you alone in such a place? That's hardly wise.
I'm old enough to look after myself, but thanks for the thought.
Yeah, it certainly didn't sound like a kiss. That is all you know, is it? In any case, someone as charming as you always beyond suspicion. Not say that. Let's ask about Paul Eaton. Cut to the chase.
Today must be my lucky day. In my job, I usually deal with punks, not cute dolls like you. I'm a detective. You happen to know a certain Paul Eaton?
The American? Paul Eaton? Yes, I know him. He's been filling our heads with his stories for the past month. He and the owner are mates.
Alright, so the owner knows him. The owner, he is also your friend. Would you be kind enough to introduce us?
The owner, Hulot, is also your friend. Would you be kind enough to introduce us?
The owner's not here. He's just driven off. Actually, I think he had a rendezvous with Eaton.
Oh. I think this is the way to go. That's a shame. I really was hoping to find him here. To be honest, I went to his place before coming to the Alembic, and like magic, they disappeared.
Well, that's a shame. I was really hoping to find him there. To be honest, I went to his place before coming to the Alembic, and like magic, they disappeared. So I thought you might.
Hey, Senor Jefe.
help me.
Welcome.
We do not really know what Eaton is doing in Paris. In the beginning, he said he was with his sister, a student. After a few binges, his sister had become his wife, and they were both on the scam of the century.
So they swindled this Alpine guy out of money. We're in a pretty good spot in the game, Senor Jefe. Apparently, we found the culprit, or who we thought might have been the culprit. Blends in perfectly with the cutscene. Oh, hell yeah. The guy in the sketch we found him. And now he's telling us his side of the story of the events. So we're actually playing as him now, telling the story to Gus MacPherson, the private detective. It's pretty interesting. Damn, this is too much. I'm always one step behind. This time I'll catch them before they slip away. She hasn't told us where he is, so we can't really say that. This is all you know, is it? I don't want to insult her.
Interesting story about Eaton. Is he onto something big? Did he give you any details? Mind you, with guys like him, you never
This
know.
aggression will not stand, man.
I'm fond of you, Snoop. You know how to
See, we're
do
dying.
things. I'm going to help you. Paul Eaton was in Paris for a contract. A scam that would make him rich. His wife was his accomplice. Then he got the jitters. He is hiding now. Hulot, the owner, definitely knows more. You'll have to see him about that. Only thing is, he's not too fond of private snoops.
Charming Benice, I can feel that. Like me, you were dying to know where Paul Eaton and his wife are. What was Paul planning to do after his job? Any ideas? You're swindling.
Very nice. I can feel that, like me, you're dying to know where Paul Eaton and his wife are. What was Paul planning to do after his job? Any ideas?
The owner Hulot knows a thing or two. Paul only spoke English and he never mentioned any names. He could not have known much. It's not because you drink like a fish that you know more. It was his other half who pulled the strings.
His other half that pulled the strings. Eaton must surely be planning something. He could have not have just given up like a complete idiot. It must be a diversion. It smacks of a wild goose chase.
Berenice, do you believe this bank heist story? Eaton must surely have been planning something. He could not have just given up like a complete idiot. It must be a diversion. It smacks of a wild goose chase.
Charming and smart, that PI. Only he has it wrong. It was not the banker's money the Eatons were after. It was a treasure he had hidden in his place. the woman took care of seducing him. Paul was there to pick the fruit when it was ripe. He was completely manipulated, that poor Paul.
So they wanted this guy's treasure, not his money. Twitch is okay on my end. It was having problems yesterday, apparently. Maybe a couple of refreshes will help. Nobody else has complained yet, so maybe it's okay. I don't know if you're using the app or it's okay for you. Yeah. I don't know if you're using the app or through the browser. The browser seems to be okay here. So.
That's all you know, is it? In any case, someone as charming as you is always beyond suspicion.
Ciao, Snoop. Good luck.
Good luck. Okay, so she gave us some info of why he wanted to swindle this guy. It wasn't for his money, it was for his treasure, apparently. Let's see if we go outside. I don't think the owner's here. We can come back and talk to Berenice. Browser's fine for you? Yeah. Might need a reboot. Go back to the Eaton's apartment. Unless they're at... No, she's still here. She's not gonna let me in.
Well, I'll be. Here you are again. Those grubby kids are already driving me crazy. I don't need a mug hanging around watching me work. Clear off. I'll make you eat my sponge as a snack, mark my words.
Pretty bitter woman.
And where do you think you're going, eh? You gonna walk over me to get in here? Some people have work to do.
Yeah, this ain't happening. Let's go back to Alapine's house. Alapine. Clearly we don't have what we need to get in. Probably a key or something. The only other place to go is a police station other than our office, so be right back. Okay. Hope it works out. Let's talk to Bernice one more time. He's good friends with Gus, we know that. Woke up in his bed.
Again? It seems like you enjoy hanging around here. At your service now that we're acquainted.
Okay, we got on our good side.
What about Paul? Does he come here often? You know, if he starts bugging you, it would give me more reasons to nail him.
You know, Jacques, that Eaton smells like trouble. One day, he turns up from God knows where with his little British accent. After a few drink sessions with Hulot, the owner, he loses his accent. After that, he shows up here practically every day, more American than ever. Then wham! No more news.
This time I will catch them before they slip away, but this is all you know, is it? In any case, someone as charming as you is always beyond suspicion. I don't want to piss her off.
Damn it, this is too much. I'm always one step behind. This time, I'll catch them before they slip away again.
It is simple, Jacques. The owner went dashing off. He mentioned a restaurant, getting back late. How would I know?
There's the info. A restaurant, how fitting. I was planning on inviting you, but a restaurant in Paris, it is like looking for a needle in a haystack. Any idea which one?
A restaurant. How fitting. I was planning on inviting you. But a restaurant in Paris is like looking for a needle in the haystack. Any idea which one?
And why would I know? Eaton talked about going out to a chic restaurant with his wife, but he did not even know which one. It was Hulot who scribbled down the address before leaving.
This is all you know? I think we've exhausted all our options with her.
That's all you know, is it? In any case, someone as charming as you is always beyond suspicion.
Ciao, Snoop. Good luck.
Got nothing else to tell us. He wrote down address to the restaurant, so maybe it's in here somewhere. And FYI, I'm past the point where I got to the original time I played the game, so all this is new to me. I have no clue what's going on. All blind playthrough. Maybe I'll be right. Oh, Camilio, thank you for the host. Appreciate it. How's it going, Camilio? Thank you. Up this painting, that's pretty cool. So the owner isn't here.
Hello, darling.
Good indeed. Glad to hear. Made a little bit of progress in this game. We're now playing as the suspect, the murder suspect, telling us his side of the story here. Looks like there's paper there. What's this?
A notepad. The first page seems to have been ripped out in a hurry.
Oh, maybe this is where we could kind of use the pencil to see what was written on it. Yeah, it's still buggy on my end, but at least I can stream and the chat. They must be having problems, Twitch. They had problems the other day. Welcome back, Cafe. There we go. Let's just darken it up and see if we can find the address. Watch there be nothing on here. That would really suck. No. There's an address. Wrote it on the corner. We got a new destination on our map. Good.
Hello, what number can I dial for you?
See if we could call the man who hired us.
A telephone lady. Ah, that's what I call service. I'd like Marais 8211, Mr. Grégoire de Alpin, please.
Right away, sir. If there is no answer, sir, call back later.
It's funny how in this game they give you a couple of phone numbers to call, but you never get through to anybody except for the post office. Okay, so we got Chez Alexandre restaurant.
Hulot is implicated in this affair? But how?
Who knows? He's a fence, is he not?
He's a
I brought
fence.
you a little snack.
Thank you. I'll just put it there.
This is a suspect's mother.
Okay, where was I? Oh, yes, the restaurant.
Good evening, sir. Welcome to Chez Alexandre. Do you have
Chez
a
Alexandre.
reservation?
I'm here to see some friends. 2 Americans, a couple, the Eatons. I hope I haven't missed them.
I'm here to see some friends. 2 Americans, a couple. The Eatons. I hope I haven't missed them.
I do not see any reservation under that name. Maybe they have reserved a table in another establishment.
I insist that they're here. Try a little harder. My 2 American birds have flown the coop again. Talk about bad luck. Talk about your help. Let's go with the first thing. The first item. I don't want to piss him off. And leaving him our number isn't going to matter because there's no cell phones in 1920. Another guy may have joined him, a certain Hulot.
Oh, come on, try a little. Another guy may have joined them. A certain Hulot.
You should have said so. Of course I remember them. They had quite a scene during the meal, arguing no stop. In the end, a man turned up, and they all left in a car. But you're mistaken about the name. It was White. not eaten. Of
Oh.
that, I'm sure.
That's interesting. The swindlers that we were paid to go find, the so-called Eatons, apparently are the whites.
Well, if that's all you have, the whites will have to do. Do you know where I can find them? I hope they're not too far away. This is becoming quite urgent.
Are you sure these are the Americans you're looking for? You know, Paris is crawling with Americans. If it's of any help to you, I remember this particular couple put their bill onto an account at the Hotel Orphée in the 8th district. An establishment undoubtedly all too respectable for them. I seem to remember that the lady has already been here with Mr. de Alpin. Sometimes appearances can be misleading, you know? Like the gentleman who joined them. Well-dressed, a beautiful car, very, very high class. But he could have been a hoodlum too, for all I know. It's hard to know who you can trust, huh?
All right. That put possibly the hotel on our map. We can go visit that. There's nothing else to say. All right, so we know they're not here. This just shows us the restaurant. That's about it. Wonder if these are locations we could re-explore later as a detective. The Orphée Hotel. Let's go there. Let's talk to our favorite person.
Good evening, sir. Welcome to the Hotel Orphée. How may I help you?
Whites. I've come to see the whites. Which room might they be in?
Whites? I've come to see the whites. Which room might I find them in?
We do not give out such information, sir. Not without the prior agreement of our clients.
Come on. It's not as if I'm asking for the moon. I just want to know if the whites are guests in your hotel. Come on, be a sport, I can pay. We do have money, so let's try that angle at least.
Come on, pal. Be a sport. I can pay.
Sir, you shall obtain nothing from me with money.
I will give you the goods on the whites and tell you me, and you tell me if they stayed at the Offrey. Deal?
I'll give you the goods on the whites. And you'll tell me if they stayed at the Orphée. Deal?
I have no interest in prying into the whites' lives. Hotel Orphée's guests have a right to privacy, sir.
I had you going there for a minute. The whites really are guests at the hotel.
Ha, I had you going there for a minute. The whites really are guests at your hotel.
Why? I never. I strongly advise you to leave this establishment before I call the authorities.
All the authorities on us. I doubt it. They're a bunch of bumbling idiots. And while we're at it, any chance I can get into their room number as well? We know it's 507 from the rest of the story.
And, while we're at it, any chance I can get their room number as well?
That is enough. I refuse to talk to you any further.
You're not the first guard dog I have encountered, but you're certainly the toughest. I will let you think about it. Don't worry, though. I will be back soon.
You're not the first guard dog I have encountered, but you're certainly the toughest. I'll let you think about it. Do not worry, though. I'll be back soon.
It is better that way, sir.
Okay, what do I do?
Isn't it better? Oh, who's this? This is Theo Mallet.
Now what?
If you want any leads about the whites, wait for me at the Nazi. I will give you some.
This case is really beginning to get on my nerves.
Okay, so Theo Malay is the guy who was the doorman here who quit the night of the murder, apparently, or got fired. He was seen with this gentleman, Hule, or Helio. Helio was his name? Jacques? I'm pretty bad with the French names, I apologize. So, they were in cahoots, and this is pretty much starting to make sense now. He wanted to give him information about the Whites. We told him to meet him at the Nuntis. I don't know if that's another destination on the map, or it could be this. Let's talk to the bartender.
What can I get you, sir?
A bottle, please.
A bottle, please.
That will be 5 francs, sir.
All right. Thanks and good day.
That's it with him?
You're welcome, sir.
Can we just get a bottle of wine from him? Alright.
Sit down.
He's telling me to sit down. This is where we're supposed to meet him, I guess. French names are hard. You need to pronounce half the letters. Yeah, there's a lot of letters omitted. You look like someone who might be able to slip me some info about the Whites. So, the bartender told us about this interaction before.
You look like someone who might be able to slip me some info about the Whites.
We will see. How much will you pay?
That is what I like. Helpful men like you, but be careful. You will not get your dough while I have checked out the info. Don't worry, it's my client who pays. Let's go with that.
Do not worry, it's my client who pays.
Ah, someone who gets things quickly. We're going to get along just fine. Now what do you want to know?
The Whites. Do you know who I'm talking about? Well, they're a couple. What is Mrs. White like? Is she hot? What does that got to do with the investigation? How long have they been at this hotel?
How long have they been at the hotel?
They've only been in the hotel for 3 days. Since they never leave their room, it does not take much to figure out what they are up to in there. No, they have never set foot here before.
First time seeing them. Have they had any visitors since their arrival?
Have the Whites had any visitors since their arrival?
Solitary types. If you ask me, they are not tourists. They hardly ever came out of their hole. They put everything on the hotel bill. Meals, clothes, alcohol. The room has been booked for a good month. The man went out a couple of times at night.
Well, give me their room number. I'm going to pay them a little visit. Oh, they're a couple. I don't want to ask about that. Let's ask about the room number.
Will you give me their room number? I'm gonna pay them a little visit.
Room 507, but you are out of luck. They are not there. Must have kissed and made up. The dame has dyed her hair red. Look, I've got other things to do, you know. It's not like your money is going to a life of leisure. You want to hire a private eye.
Remember, we found the hair dye in the hotel room. This animation's a little awkward. Ah, she did dye her hair red.
It's such an evening.
Mr. de Alba, our birds have returned.
Nobody ever picks up a phone
So,
here.
I would like to take a quick look. Room 507. Just a quick look. That's when I saw the most amazing thing in my life. I do not know if it was the smoke that blurred my vision, but one thing is for sure. That creature was not trying to keep them warm. And the damn creature saw me. I have fought in the war, you know, but I've never seen the likes of that. When its eyes stared at me, I ran. Yes, I fled like a little kid.
Uh-oh. That's why they saw him running out of the hotel.
I fainted right after that. I came around later, near the Alambic. That's where you saw me. Mom? Is that you?
Ah, no. Jacques Alouin, I'm arresting you for the double murder of the Whites.
This guy.
Believe me, I'm not the culprit. Speak to my mother, she'll give you the proof.
My mommy will vouch for me. I promise.
Thank you for your help. What? Yes, I had you followed, and you led us straight to the culprit.
I set us up. And now we're back at our apartment painting, right?
No. Something is off. I've been tricked like a sucker. But by who?
Well, we know we've been suckered. We've been suckered back to our apartment to paint. Of course, there's nothing on the canvas. Remember, the person who hired us to be on this case is also the same person who's the sister of the woman we saw with the red hair, so... Is anything? Sent the telegram at the beginning of the game. I don't know if that had to do with anything. Oh, there's something by the door. Look at this. Just noticed it. Read it. This came back to us. Pinkerton National Detective Agency, New York 57 Broadway. Blake, only child, rich hair of dead husband, no criminal record. So Sophia Blake is a criminal, has no criminal record. But she's a rich hair, and she's an only child. So she doesn't have a sister. Doesn't sound right. Going on here? Let's call her.
Hello, what number can I dial for you?
I'm sorry to disturb you, miss. Can you connect me to the Elysee, 1528? I want to speak to Sophia Blake.
Right away, sir. Sophia Blake, who's speaking?
That's her. Let's see if we can meet with her.
Miss Blake, this is Gus MacPherson. Can we meet? I'd like to clarify a few points with you.
Meet me in an hour at the restaurant Chez Alexandre. We can talk there.
Starting to wonder if she's the same person as her sister. Alright, now would be a good time to save the game, wouldn't it? Let's save it here. Okay, so now we have new places on the map for MacPherson to explore. Wants to meet us at the Alexander? Let's go to the house first, since this guy pretty much hired Halloween. Know if we can get in.
Strange front door. An improved version of all the other locks I've come across so far.
We're not going to be able to lock our way out of here, or pick the lock or anything.
I've come across so far. Strange front door. An improved version of all the other locks I've come across so far.
Okay. Killing me here. So I guess once we have a key, we can go in there. I don't want to go to the restaurant just yet. I want to snoop around town in case that blocks us off from any other places we need to go visit or evidence we need to collect. Let's go back to the Eaton's apartment. Or the Whites, as they call themselves. Now she's gone. Got it. No longer washing the floor so we can look around. Oh, the door's just open. Have a look around. Bistro Alambic Exposition, September. The letter here too? Notes on the Brotherhood, one of three. The Brotherhood are apparently harmless, esoteric fraternity influenced by the Templars. Dozen members, some very influential. Gregoire de Alpine is the leader of the Supreme Brother. He goes by the initials GDA. Dr. Frank Hoffner is a right-hand man. Goes by the initial K. We didn't know that about Dr. Frank Hoffner. We can go back and visit him now and see how he's rolled up in this mess. Pommeline is the doorman in their meeting place. The notes were taken by Faye. She's not the successor. She notes the success of her plan, which consists of pretending to be the reincarnation of a woman called Adeline, who supposedly lived in the Middle Ages thanks to her talents as a medium. Alright, this is getting a little convoluted. According to Faye, the Alpine and Kaufner both seem to have fallen into her trap. Let's find that out. The Alpine supposedly promised Faye could see the head of Baphomet once he had transmigrated. What does that mean? Curiouser and curiouser. What's really going on? Extract from the autopsy report. Okay, we have this. 6'2" mounds, 5.7 woman, 5'7" woman. Traces of a substance of an opium derivative. Yeah, we got all this. Okay. This is older stuff, but there's got to be. There's that letter we picked up. Is this it? The Alpine's letter, addressed to Private Detective Jacques Halloween. The letter requires him to locate 2 swindlers. Alright, we read that. What's on the Brotherhood? Got that. Keep heading back to the notes. This telegram we got. Sophia Blake woman is like playing us for a fool. Well, I know. Berenice, charming. She confirms she knows Pauline. Albert Hulot, owner of the Alembic, wants to meet the Eatons. Manu, the owner of Chez Alexander, confirms seeing the 2 birds. Picked up by a guy in a car, a guy from the Alembic. Waiter at the Cafe de Nantes. That's Nicholas Cafe waiter. Nicholas. Manager of the Offray. Beauvais. Police officer who enjoys a good drink. Sophia Blake needs detective to solve her murder. Okay, that's everybody so far in the game. So I don't know what we just picked up. It might have been the info on the, let's save it here. We might have picked up the info regarding the Brotherhood. It's starting to make sense now. So Frank Kaufner and the guy who hired Halloween are part of this whole Brotherhood. Is there anything in here? Besides the underwear, I don't need the underwear. Want it? Nothing. Chessboard, anything? Alright. There's only certain angles of the room you could see. Picked up the letter off here. I think that's all we got. Wait, if that's the bedroom... There's 2 bedrooms. Interesting. What's that?
There's no use. It's locked tight.
Well, we certainly need a key. It's probably their bathroom. I'll come back. Go to courtyard? Yes, we can. Doesn't look like there's anything here either. Alright, let's head out for now. We're not going to go to the Shea. Whatever it is. We have the meeting hall now on the map. Let's go back to Halloween's office. I want to see if his mother is there. Maybe she has some questions she could answer. Or we have some, she has some answers for our questions, rather.
No one here.
He's not there.
No one here.
That's where she lives, he said. Remember there was a safe in here? It's open now. Look at that. Top drawer have anything? Nope. All I can think is that what we found in that closet in that apartment, that little box with the key in it, might have been in that safe. Maybe. Take that. Goes downstairs. That was me looking at the chair. I didn't figure that out. Where are we? There's nothing up here. This is a little hiding room. All of a sudden, this man's mother disappeared. Map of France, Paris. Let's go to Dr. Frank's office.
I must get past these alleys. If anyone lays their hands on me, I certainly don't want to find myself in a cell.
So we're breaking in. Interesting. I don't know what we're looking for exactly. Some kind of clues. You know, Frank's in with that other guy, so. There we go. We just closed ourselves in. Sure enough, we did. So where to? That'll open the way out. There's no room here for us to go into. I don't remember where his office was exactly, so... Seem to be trapped now. This is new. These doors are so loud. Yeah, they are. Wake the dead with them. Okay, so every switch we hit opens a new area. Yeah, you think those doors are so loud that, like, how are we able to sneak around? But... So we opened that. That's the way out. Okay. Isn't his office, like, right here? Probably not. We were here already. Levers are the worst. Are they really that loud? Because maybe I could lower the sound a little. The place is definitely empty. It's just... I feel like we're going the wrong way all the time. See the switch over here. This is the way out. There has to be a reason for us to be in here. They are. Lower that a little bit. Hopefully that'll help. Bring up the music a little. Problem is they don't have a control for dialogue volume, and it all ends up drowning that out anyway, so. Okay, we went that way. See this, you can go right or left. So, right is blocked off. See this wooden door up here? That's where I think we need to go. So let's go pull some more levers and hopefully they won't be as loud. Hope that was a little better. That locks us out of here, so let's go all the way around. Here. That opened this door. There, now this is open. So let's see if we can go through. There's the man's office.
The egg, symbol of immortality, according to Mrs. Loiseau. Strange, I don't remember Eloy mentioning it. At the heart of the egg, the secret of the soul. A wax cylinder with the cycle of the phoenix by F. Kaufner written on it.
Interesting. Let me just lower the game music a little bit more.
All we need now is a phonograph.
Phonograph to play it? Or was there a phonograph? A flashlight. Okay. Dr. Kaufner's journal. Let's read it. How do we read this thing? Guess we don't. I don't remember seeing any place that had a phonograph. Except for maybe the hotel room of that crazy woman across the way from where the murder happened. Maybe she had a phonograph. Take that too. A pendulum made from an old coin. Triangular green stone, a wax cylinder. Okay. Wax cylinder. Let's go to the hotel. Go pay the clairvoyance a visit. She might know. Oh, there she goes. She has. That's where I thought I saw it. put it in there, now what?
Did I realize how great an impact dealing with this man would have on me, on my career, on my own destiny? His soul has passed from body to body down through the centuries. The cycle of the phoenix. He is the phoenix, risen from the ashes. He has confided in me the secret of his power, of his riches, the head of Baphomet. I am very familiar with the myth. The Companion's library featured more than one legend on the subject. Grégoire d'Alpin claims to have been in possession of the head since the Middle Ages. He acquired it on behalf of the Knights Templar and kept it after their dissolution. They dare to call my manifesto a scientific fairy tale. They think they're the leading experts in psychoanalysis. Vienna. I will prove my theory to them. I will prove that Grégoire d'Alpin is immortal.
Mortal.
Slowly but surely, my role in the Alpin's existence has grown in importance. Using hypnosis, I have managed to impose my will upon him, all the while espousing his ambitions. I shall be his successor as the head of the Companions. His power, his riches, the Baphomet, it will all be mine. I shall be his heir. The time has come. This evening, the Alpin wishes to see me at his manor. Gracie Eaton, his Adeline, will be there. Tonight, I shall become the greatest. Neither Vienna nor the Alpin can stop me now. The old fool is convinced that I'm ready to receive his soul. Ready to receive his riches, more like. And the influence that comes with them. Then Vienna shall pay for its insolence.
Vienna. Alright, so he has a vendetta against his Alpine guy, I guess. At least you let us use it.
You are the detective, are you not?
Speaker, if you're still in the channel, or the sound's still loud, because I could lower him some more if need be. The arrest of Halloween, this case has taken a different turn, and I'm the only one who can save him from the guillotine. I have to shed light on 2 investigations at the same time. It's not a secret anymore, Miss Louise. I know who was in the White's room the night of the murder. I've been told the whole story. We don't know the whole story, do we? Let's go with option 1.
With the arrest of Halloween,
it's fine now.
This has taken a different turn.
It was just that lever door stuff. Okay, if it happens again, let me know. Thank you.
I have to shed light on 2 investigations at the same time.
It is time to decide who you trust, Mr. MacPherson. I'm as eager as you to see the end of this nightmare.
Yeah, who do we trust? I'm associated with the Parisian upper crust, Miss Louise. Louise. Can you tell me about Alpin?
You associate with the Parisian upper crust, Mrs. Loiseau.
Loiseau, that's her name.
Grégoire d'Alpin.
Pretty bad at this.
Grégoire d'Alpin is an extremely rich banker in Paris. The heir of an old family.
I think it starts at the bottom of her neck. Pretty odd. You're telling me stuff that nobody knows, Miss Lois. Give me some paranormal, something occult.
You're telling me stuff that everybody knows, Mrs. Loiseau. Give me something paranormal, something occult.
D'Alpin is a powerful man. He works in the shadows, fascinated by the Middle Ages. He is the founder of the Brotherhood of the Supreme Order of the Rosy Cross. Will that be enough, Mr. MacPherson?
Probably know the Brotherhood of Supreme Order of the Rosy Cross. But where can I meet this character who's important? Let's ask her. We gotta meet this guy, I think.
But where can I meet this character is so important, this Gregoire d'Alpin?
Gregoire
He lives
d'Alpin.
in a townhouse in the Marais. But I would be very surprised if he received you. Otherwise, you can always try the Brotherhood. But you would have to be sponsored by one of the members.
Sponsored by a member.
It is no use going to his bank. It is only open to his own hand-picked customers. It is not a common or garden high street bank.
Hey, Genie Mania. Yes, we beat Soma. It was a really good ending. Beat it a couple of days ago. So now we're playing this. This is called Mortem. We're in 1920s France. We're trying to solve a double murder as a... I take it back. This lady is a bit creepy looking. You're not the first person to say that. We're a private detective trying to solve a double murder. And we're trying to get all the clues. We have a suspect. It's probably not him. This woman is apparently a fortune teller or whatever. She's a little annoying. She has her dog, but she's Jabba the Hutt's wife. Man, you guys are harsh. I'm not a fond of her anyway, so she could have done it for all I know. She's across the hall from where the murder happened. None of this rhetoric will get us anywhere, Miss Lazo. I have to act. If I need any advice from you, I will let you know where to find you.
None of this rhetoric will get us anywhere, Mrs. Loiseau. I have to act. If I need any advice from you, I'll know where to find you.
Our paths will cross again.
Yes, she's digesting a turkey as we speak to her. It's just a crazy looking art style. Her dog looks like it's like dead. It's holding it. It's the murder room across the hall. Alright. So do we go to the Brotherhood? Do we go to the restaurant? So many places to go. Could still go to the Eaton's apartment. We've been there. The police station is no help. Go to the restaurant first. Well, that Bernice character looked like she was like leaning backwards, like she's kind of awkward too. And this guy's got no neck. Alright, before we talk to him, I'm going to take a 2-minute break to get some water. I'll be right back. I don't know why that dog reminded me of a game called A Dog's Life. Oh yeah, I remember that. I played it as a child. Now looking back at it, there's no way for it was for ages 3+. Oh boy. Alright, I'll be right back. Give me 2 minutes. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Back to the murder mystery. Let's talk to our friend here, if he is our friend.
Welcome to Chez Alexander. Can I do anything for you, sir?
Very chic restaurant. I am just passing by. No. Table has been booked under the name of Blake, Sophia Blake. I am here to meet with the lady. My name is Gus MacPherson.
A table has been booked under the name of Blake, Sophia Blake. I'm here to meet up with the lady. My name is Gus MacPherson.
This way, please, sir. Miss Blake is waiting for you.
At least she's here.
If you want to see me, Mr. MacPherson, I imagine it's because you've made some headway.
She has black hair. The woman that we saw in the flashback sequence from Halloween was was walking into the hotel Offrey with red hair. Remember, we found black hair dye, not red hair dye, on the sink in the hotel room. And they told me back in America that she has no sister. So she might be her sister. Actually, several new occurrences came to light. Occurrences that may require an explanation from you, Blake. Miss Blake. Yeah, well, we know she doesn't have... She doesn't have a sister. This is one small detail in all this that you failed to mention. The head of the foment? Does that mean anything to you, Miss Blake? Sorry, guys. Got to do something. Yeah, everything's good. We're pretty much cracking the case. Apparently this woman has no sister. She told us when she hired us that she did. And now I'm starting to think that she actually is her sister, because we found hair dye in the hotel room where the Whites, aka the Eatons, were. We've really gotten deeper into this case. So I'm just trying to figure out what to say to her here. Sorry, guys. So we're gonna come out and confront her. I think that's the idea. It's just how are we gonna go ahead and do it?
Actually, several new occurrences have come to light. Occurrences that require an explanation from you, Miss Blake.
I don't understand, Mr. MacPherson. What do you mean?
What I have learned currently totally contradicts what you said about the Whites. Who are they really? There's one small detail in all this that you failed to mention, the head of Baphomet. I don't know what the head of Baphomet is.
What I have learned totally contradicts what you said about the Whites. Who are they really?
Ruby White was my younger sister, and Regis White was her husband. I already told you, Mr. MacPherson.
I think she's Ruby White.
There is one small detail in all this that you failed to mention. The head of Baphomet. Does that mean anything to you, Miss Blake?
I don't know what you're talking about, Mr. MacPherson. Should I?
I do not like to be taken for a fool, Miss Blake.
I do not like to be taken for a fool, Miss Blake.
All right. I admit that I wasn't totally honest with you.
Figured.
What do you want to know?
Ruby and Regis White never existed, not as described but not as you described them anyway. Who are they really?
Ruby and Regis White never existed. Not as you described them anyway. Who are they really?
I don't have a sister, Mr. MacPherson. Ruby White's real name was Faye Johnson, and Jerome Johnson was her real husband. I hired them, a terrible mistake on my part, but I'm not responsible for their death.
She hired them? In what capacity?
What were they doing in Paris? I want the truth, Miss Blake.
They were supposed to retrieve the object that was stolen from me. Everything was planned in minute detail. They failed. Their death is a regrettable accident.
Send her to the police. Let's ask who killed her opinion on who killed them.
Who, in your opinion, killed the Whites?
The Whites were criminals, Mr. MacPherson. They made a foolish mistake. They're dead. Aside from their own carelessness, it can only be because of the man who is behind all of this, Grégoire de Alpin.
In the course of my investigation, I was told about the much coveted object, the head of the Baphomet. Does this mean anything to you?
In the course of my investigations, I was told about a much coveted object, the head of Baphomet. Does that mean anything to you?
The object has been in my husband's family for generations, Mr. MacPherson. I didn't lie to you. Grégoire de Alpin stole it from us. My husband, already weak from his illness, died of sorrow. I now want to retrieve what is rightfully mine and avenge the memory of the man I loved.
Okay, so she hired them to go get this object.
Then you recognize the existence of this man, Grégoire d'Alpin. Who is he really?
A madman, blinded by an obsession to possess a supposedly valuable relic, the head of Baphomet. By stealing it, he destroyed my life. De Alpin led my husband to his death, my family to ruin.
If he had a mustache, you two would look alike. Really? Yeah, I could see that, I guess.
Why so many identities?
They were professional con artists, Mr. MacPherson. As soon as they occupied their room at the Hotel Orphée, they became the Whites, a rich couple on vacation. It was also the signal that they had pulled it off. I was supposed to take delivery of the merchandise.
Merchandise?
Unfortunately, they were killed in the...
No offense taken. He's an artist. He's a detective. Seems cool. At least you didn't tell me I looked like that woman with holding the dog, because then I would have taken offense. The one that you said looked like she swallowed a turkey whole and was trying to digest it. Go and tell the police what you have told me. Miss Inspector LeBron will be glad to help. He will understand, I'm sure. We're not there yet. What else is there? Do you think the killer will strike again? What exactly is the importance of the object, this head of Baphomet? And why is Alpin so anxious to get a hold of it?
What exactly is the importance of this object, this head of Baphomet? And why is Alpin so anxious to get hold of it?
I don't really know. My husband was very secretive about the value of the head of Baphomet. As for me, I simply want to retrieve what is rightfully mine. But de Alpin and his lot venerate the relic, surrounded with many legends. Legends of immortality. As you grow old, these legends suddenly become a source of hope, a source of life and death.
So you go through these suspects and then in the end make a decision on who the murderer was. Pretty much. That's how it works out. The one guy we thought might have been the murderer was not. Can you make the decision whenever you want? No, we gotta make it at the end. We gotta get everybody involved. Like, we need to find out more about this Baphomet thing. Who this Del Ping guy is. We need to go see his house, I guess. It's on the map. We haven't gotten in there yet. We found that unopenable object in the Eaton's apartment, so we need to get that opened. There's a lot to go by here.
Do you think the killer will strike again?
He would do anything to achieve his aim, Mr. MacPherson. Everyone who has crossed his path is in danger. The man is insane. He'll kill again. You must understand that you are the only one who can stop him. We have to put an end to this madness. The object must be found before other heads roll.
This is an old-style point-and-click adventure game, so you're kind of being told the story as you go along. It doesn't have branching paths. Actually, supposedly it does. There's a way you can, like, not get the good ending. There's, like, multiple endings, I guess, but not... They're not very... What's the word? Diverse, I guess. Either you solve it or you don't, kind of deal. And everything in between is just a derivative of those two. Go and tell the police what you have told me.
Go and tell the police what you have told me. Inspector Lebrun will be glad to help you. He'll understand, I'm sure.
You still haven't understood. The police do not want a part of this. Delpin has the Paris police in his pocket, Mr. MacPherson. Paris is just a puppet on his string.
Yeah, they're like the Templars, these people. So we gotta go to their hideout. This is a tragic story, Miss Blake. Why didn't you tell me the truth from the onset?
That is a tragic story, Miss Blake. Why didn't you tell me the truth from the outset?
I was alone in Paris, confronted by a fearless enemy. I had to act quickly and discreetly. If you had refused to help me, Mr. MacPherson, I would have had no one else. I didn't want to be dishonest with you.
Okay, so she's not the same woman. She has no sister. We do know that. Suppose I refuse to continue the investigation. Let's tell her we'll see the job through.
I agreed to work for you. I'll see the job through.
You see?
He does look like me, right?
Agreement, Mr. MacPherson.
Without his hat on. That just magically popped into his head. Is there anything else to... Hold on.
Shouldn't you be investigating the case, Mr. MacPherson?
Yeah, we should. Here's the deal. Go Gadget Fedora. Yep. Save the game, now that we've talked to her. We haven't had to use Universal Hint System yet this game, so I'm assuming we're making good progress. Either that or we just missed everything possible. I think that's it with her. That just leads us back into the dining room. There's no clues here. It's just a meeting place. Okay, so one place we haven't been to is the meeting hall of the Bazork? Been to this apartment. We haven't been back to the police station. Let's go to the Alpin's house. I feel like we need to get inside here.
Strange front door. An improved version of all the other locks I've come across so far. Strange front door.
Oh, you know what?
Improved version of all the other locks I've come across so far.
I think we have something that we can place in here. This. Does that go in here? Come on. Apparently not.
Strange front door. An improved version of all the other locks I've come across so far.
I don't have much of anything else really like we could use on this. Okay, well, in that case, let's get out of here. Let's go to Halloween's place one more time. I guess we could go to the police station as well, but they're not going to be much help. We could go back to the Alembic since Pilote was involved in all this. No one's here. Okay. I don't know if we could talk to his mother. There's no one here. Oh, hold on. We found that little little box we couldn't open. Where is it? Can we pick it up? Go see if it's still there.
There's no use. It's locked tight.
Okay, so there's a key for this somewhere. Let's go talk to Hello. Bistro. Oh, Bernice is here too. But he's not here.
Mac, you disappear for ages, then turn up without warning. You must be after something.
Berenice, you are my little green fairy tale. With everything we have been through together, I know you will always be here for me.
Berenice.
Butter her up.
With everything we've been through together, I know you'll always be here for me. You're the only person in Paris I can trust. So...
Still the same sense of humor. I see the Parisian air inspires you.
No, seriously. You're really the only person I can trust. I have one or two questions that I need you to answer.
Mac, you know full well I would not refuse you anything. Ask, I'll find you the answer.
I'm just asking you to be careful. The business is complicated and more dangerous, it seems. Anyway, I'm off now. Let's ask her. Bebe, as we call her.
Bebe, those beautiful eyes of yours surely saw a beautiful stranger. Especially an American. Do you remember a guy at the Olympic going by the name of Paul Eaton?
It's funny you mention it. Another detective came and asked me the same thing a few days ago. Good-looking bloke, that PI. Nice mustache. Yes, I remember Eaton. He was hanging out with the Alambic crowd last month.
No, there's no butler. There was a doorman at the hotel. He ran away, so... Paul Eaton is mixed up in some dirty business. I just hope the boss, Albert, did not trust Eaton too much. I don't know who Albert is. Oh, Albert's the owner of the bar, maybe, that we're in? You remember the other night before you came around to my place? I had some complications. The guy who got away from me? Well, I caught up with him.
Berenice, do you remember the other night before you came round to my place? I had some complications. That guy who got away from me. Well, I caught up with him, but I need to know if you have seen him here before. Eloin. Jacques Eloin.
Jacques Eloin.
Yes. Well, I think it was the same. He came asking questions a few days ago. I don't know.
I think I better warn you. He's a master of making eye contact. Yeah, his eye contact's really good. I warn you, everything he has told you is probably lies. I think his name is also fake.
Berenice, it is vital you tell me everything you know about Paul Eaton. And I warn you, everything he has told you is probably lies. I think his name is also a fake.
He was not very chatty, Polly boy. I must say, he did not speak French very well. All I got was that he was in Paris with his sister, who I never saw. He hinted once or twice that they were onto something big, loads of cash, easy work. You know, Mac, now that I think of it, Paul Eaton was definitely the dodgy type.
Hello, the boss. Is he there? Maybe he noticed some things you missed.
Hulot, the boss? Is he there? Maybe he noticed some things that you missed, baby. You know, you might have been too busy staring at that tall, dark American to notice anything peculiar about him.
I doubt she was doing that.
He's not here. I was supposed to meet him here this morning, but he's not come by today. You know, Mac, Albert Hulot has not changed. He is as weird as ever. If I see him, I will tell him you're looking for him.
Have you seen anything of Paul Eaton since?
No point getting all jealous, Mac. You're the only American in my heart. I've not seen Eaton here again. And as for Albert, the owner, I have no idea. I suspect Paul pulled off the scam of the century and fled to Borneo.
Berenice, I think I'd better warn you. This Paul Eaton is mixed up in some dirty business. I just hope the boss, Albert, did not trust Eaton too much.
Paul and old man Hulot? Of course they know each other. They even got really chummy.
Berenice,
all right, this is it.
Just asking you to be careful. This business is complicated, more dangerous than it seems. Anyway, I'm off. See you soon.
Ciao, Mac.
I'm sure we'll see her soon. She's already been to her place once. Save it again. So where to? We can't get into the house here. The bistro, we just talked to him about it. There's that box in the Eaton's apartment we can't get into. Let's try the police station real quick. Let's talk to this idiot.
I do not want to be mixed up in all this. No thanks, it's not for me. Way too complicated.
That's all he has to say. Now we could just walk back here. Let's talk to the police detective if he's on duty.
Ah, Mr. MacPherson, I was just thinking about you. Good to see you again. Have you brought me any more culprits?
You've got very little on Helouin, Inspector. Unless you have further evidence, your culprit will soon be a free man, cleared of all suspicion.
I have some solid witnesses, and moreover, a very accurate witness sketch. Thank you.
You heard his story. Helouin did not kill the Whites.
You heard his story. Helouin did not kill the Whites. He didn't even know them.
Like you, Helouin is a mercenary, Mr. MacPherson. Ready to do anything for a little money.
I continue to doubt his guilt.
You're not a judge, Mr. MacPherson. But if you think you can prove his innocence, go ahead.
I'm not giving up, Inspector. Quite the opposite.
I'm not giving up, Inspector. Quite the opposite. I will be back when I have some news.
Fine, MacPherson. Come back whenever you want. You know where to find me.
Alright. Well, you're not going to set him free. Alright, so no leads here. Let's... What do we do now? Let's go to the meeting hall. I mean, what else do we have to lose at this point? It's like abandoned too. There's nobody here really. Is there a coat room? Just looking for clues at this point or anything that we find on the floor.
If I can be of any assistance, sir?
Yes,
Visitors are not admitted, sir. Would you kindly leave?
You're mistaken. I'm not just an any old visitor. I've come to make inquiries. Inquiries about the occult.
You are mistaken. I'm not just any old visitor. I've come to make inquiries. Inquiries about the occult.
Visitors are not admitted, sir. Would you kindly leave?
The knowledge stored here would be impossible to find anywhere else. Even this Sorbonne is but a pale shadow of your great learning.
The knowledge stored here would be impossible to find anywhere else. Even the Sorbonne is but a pale shadow of your great learning.
Our library contains knowledge and secrets that cannot even be found at the Sorbonne. The Brotherhood of the Supreme Order of the Rosy Cross are the most erudite people in the Western world.
That's a real weird name for a cult, too. Does your sealed-off library includes books of magic?
Does your sealed-off library include books on magic, Kabbalah, divination, tarot, lost civilizations, Mu, Hyperborea, Atlantis, the Holy Grail, and alchemy?
Sir, one must not joke with the occult arts. Alchemy, the great work.
How does one attain the great work?
How does one attain this great work? Must one first become a Supreme Brother before contemplating all of its power? Like your SBGDA? Your alchemist?
The great Ouroboros has spoken, sir. GDA is no more. The SBK is our supreme leader now.
GDA, SBK. You mean to say the Alpin is no longer your supreme brother?
You mean to say the Alpin is no longer your Supreme Brother? Had his term of office ended, or was he deposed?
We are not in the Middle Ages now, sir. It is simply an inheritance by due succession.
What does the future hold for a former SB once he has stood down? What became of GDA?
GDA is the supreme light. His wisdom becomes accessible to all consciences. The great work has been done.
Be more explicit, Mr. Dumoulin.
Could you be more explicit, Mr. Dumoulin? If what you say regarding your GDA means that he is no longer among us, that he is dead, then, my friend, you will have the courts to answer to.
Glory to the SBK.
The SBK. Who is the SBK?
You seem to know a little too much, Dumoulin. Be careful with your threats. I'm not here to bother you. I already have a suspect for these crimes. But from what you have told me, I could easily have you charged with being an accessory. At the very worst, you might be sent to the nut house.
What would the police do, eh? What would it gain? They will have to wait a long time for an order from the police chief. Leave before things get worse for you.
For me.
As I have already told you several times, sir, you cannot obtain any information here. As the doorman, I'm responsible for the security of the premises.
You know what? What do we have in our possession here? We have that bracelet or necklace, right? Let's show it to him. If it's even possible to show it to him. Nope. Let's try that triangle shape. Alright, so we can't do anything here. I feel like the game blew wide open, and there's so much to do, but we don't have, like, a path to take yet. So we know D'Alpin was, like, let go from this order. He's no longer part of it. So I kind of need to know what to do next.
An improved version of all the other locks I've come across so far.
Like, I'm certain this is supposed to work on this door. Seems like it would fit.
Strange front door. An improved version of all.
Give me that good DVD. There you go, creature. Alright, give me a second, I'll get a DVD before we continue this investigation. How's it going, creature? Really love that Illuminati symbol you got there. Okay, so today's DVD is another Godzilla-related kaiju DVD. Only it is Gamera. Good old Gamera. He was a turtle, a reptile. Apparently some kid threw him away and he grew into a giant turtle. I think that's how the story went. DVD purchased with custom box art. Suggested for 12 and older. So there you go. You wouldn't show this movie to a young kid. Gamera Obscura. That's where he got his name from. This is his namesake. And this is not made by the same people who made Godzilla, obviously. The Gamera movies are cheesier. And a lot of them are featured on Mystery Science Theater 3000. The computer graphics are outstanding, one of the best of all giant monster films. Computer graphics, I doubt there were any computer graphics in here. Or was this the remake? This might have been the remake, not the original. Yeah, I apologize. This is the 1995 re-release. So, Gamera was around in the 60s. He's not an actual Godzilla monster. He's a Godzilla-like monster, which they call kaiju. Any like big reptile monster, like a dinosaur, like a Godzilla type, is called a kaiju. So he's a kaiju, but he's from a different company. This is actually the 1995 remake that they made. They re-released it in America in 2003, it looks like, and then 2005? No, 2003 was brought to America. He's mean, he's green, and he's back on the screen. The giant fire-breathing turtle you loved as a kid is back with a vengeance in Gamera. He's he's basically Godzilla, only he's a turtle and he breathes fire. They've never been in the same movie together. This version of Gamera is not aimed at the kiddies, it says. It had a multi-million-dollar budget compared to the original films, which were cheesy. Don't miss the most incredible slam bang knockdown monster slugfest ever filmed as Gamera turtle waxes and that's so bad. Evil Gaius turtle waxes the evil Gaius through downtown Tokyo and Gamera Guardian of the Universe. He has a 200-foot shell. So there's some scenes back here. I don't know if you could really see him on the camera. I wish they would have made him larger. This is him fighting the monster who I think it's just like a giant flying creature of some sort with like some kind of like shield on its head. It's kind of weird to explain. This is 95. Yeah, so this is the reboot. And I want to say that this right here looks like the Tokyo Dome. It may be, it may not be. I'm not sure. Yeah, sorry, man. If I put it too close, it may not focus. See the fight scenes. This is him. He's just a giant turtle, basically. And he shoots out fire like Godzilla. He can also fly. Like, he could go inside a shell and shoot fire out, like, where his legs are. And fly around and rotate. Stuff like that. Think of him as, like, the cheesy version of Godzilla. Gamera is ready for the new century with stunning state-of-the-art computer animation and dazzling special effects. The Super Turtle combats both a misguided military and a hideous race of man-eating flying reptiles. So there you go. Yeah, I see it fine. I just wasn't sure if I would see the image on the back if the DVD was closer. Yeah, it's not the best of images on the back. This is the actual monster up here that he fights. He looks like a giant bat. Pretty wicked. And just like Godzilla, they burned down Tokyo. So, This is like the difference between Transformers and GoBots. I don't know if you remember GoBots. Gamera is like the GoBots, like the rip-off kind of, you know, cheesy version of Godzilla. And when they officially first made Gamera, he was more kid-friendly. But with this movie, they try to make him into a badass, to make him more like... You don't know GoBots? Okay. What's another good way of putting it? Yeah, I'm trying to think of a comparison where something's like really awesome and then something else is cheesy. Like a cheesy ripoff of it. But anyway, that's what Gamera was. He was a kid-friendly robot guy in the back in the day. You remember GoBots? Yeah, you're old enough to remember that, Senor Jefe. GoBots actually were like kid-friendly, more kid-friendly versions of the Transformers. And you used to buy them and they were like metal, but they were smaller and they were kind of lamer, I thought, than the Transformers. Eventually, the company, was it Hasbro who had the Transformers, or Mattel, whatever they were? They bought out the GoBots, and that was it. You never heard from them again. So, yeah, there you go. Gamera. If you ever get to see a Gamera film, definitely check it out. Even if you see it on Mystery Science Theater 3000, it's a lot of fun to watch them just make fun of it. Cartoons back in the day were really just vehicles to sell toys. Yeah, that's all they were. But they were so good. No, I haven't watched a new one yet. I'm not really that interested in watching it, truthfully. I just don't think the Americans are really good at making Godzilla films. I'm so hardcore... I've been such a hardcore fan for years of the Japanese stuff that every time I watch an American-made Godzilla, it just kind of... It just doesn't sit well with me. It just never turns out to be right. And Godzilla, the one that came out in 2014, was just like... I regret seeing that in the theater. It's just a big dumb fun. Leave your brain at the door and you will enjoy it. Yeah, if it's that, I could do that. I might check it out at some point. 2014? 2014 only had 5 exact minutes of Godzilla footage. The rest was all like story. That's what really hated about it. Like, it was your favorite? Yeah, I've seen every Japanese film except for Shin Godzilla. 90s Godzilla was my favorite. Yeah, 90s Godzilla was badass too. They had some good enemies for him. 2019 Godzilla was not that great. Yeah, I could understand that. I don't know. I gotta go back and pick up Shin Godzilla because that looked really badass from what I saw. That's the only Japanese one I haven't seen yet. That was the one they re-released them recently. No. The 90s Godzilla was pretty good. All the Godzilla... No. You mean the 98 Godzilla? Or do you mean the 90s Godzilla? Like, I'm talking like 90s Godzilla, like 90s Japanese Godzilla. Because that 1998 movie did not exist. That did not exist. Not to me, at least. Like the paratroopers flying in. No, the 1998 one. Oh, creature. You disappointed me. You love the 1998 one? We gotta have a talk. Alright, enough Godzilla. Let's get back to the game. 1998 Godzilla. With Matthew Broderick? It doesn't exist. We had a store that was... we had the Virgin Mega Store here in the city. And basically it was Virgin's, like, kind of store to sell videos and music and books and stuff like that. And they had a cafe in there and it was huge. And it was like going to a nightclub when you would go there. When they went out of business, the last day that they were open, they were selling like everything left on the shelves. And they were even selling the furniture that they had to store the stuff on. The only thing they had left in that store were hundreds, I kid you not, hundreds and hundreds upon hundreds of copies of the Godzilla movie from 1998. They were selling them for 99 cents. I don't think they ever gave them away. I don't know what they did with them, but it was ridiculous how many copies of that they had left over because nobody was going to buy it. Should have taken a picture of it, but back then, who had like a camera phone? So, all right, we need to find our way here. Maybe now is the time to go and check out UHS. We haven't done it all stream, so let's do this now. Yeah, 90s Godzilla. I thought you meant we were talking about Japan, but playing as MacPherson again. Okay, so we're at that point. Chez Alexandra. We talked to Sophia. The Alapin's house. We can't get in. You need to find some way to open this lock. I believe we have one of the pieces. The key can be found elsewhere in the game. But now you have some information associating one of the characters you met with Del Alpine. He went there. Maybe he has the key. Go to his office to get it. We went there. Oh, okay. We don't have the 4 pieces of the keys. We need to get into that house. So we kind of screwed up when we came here. There's more here than meets the eyes, I think. Because we need to get into that apartment. Like, if I had a bookshelf, I would hide something in it, right? There you go. Second piece. This is why we couldn't get into the house. I only had 1 piece of the lock. I really wish they would just make a good Godzilla game at this point. I know a lot of the ones that came out were like okay. I'd love to stream a Godzilla game. The 3rd piece, now we just need the 4th. Like that PS3 one, I think it was, or PS4 one that came out several years ago was supposed to be so promising, and then it was like, yeah, we never should have made it. I'm like, what? Alright, where's the other piece here? Oh, there it is. Okay. This is what I missed. Is it here? Pixel hunting. I don't think it's here. I opened that up. There's 3 bookshelves. We got the 3rd piece from here in this corner. Why is there no 4th piece? There it is. Alright. Okay, so we used the hint. We did what we could. Okay, back to the game. Preacher, did you see the horror movie named Ma? About the woman who was partying with like the young adults? It was just bizarre. It was a bizarre premise, but it was actually a good movie. Ma, M-A. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it. And to anybody else who might be interested in it. Here, now we can open the door. Okay. Alright, he's placing them all in. This is our first time in this location, so we really need to look through this. Look at this. We got in. Seems like an art collector. Can we use the flashlight? How do we use the flashlight? Doesn't seem like I can turn on the flashlight. There we go. Guess I just hold it. It barely makes any light. Hang on. How are we going to turn on a flashlight? Once you have the 4 pieces in the game will automatically place the pieces. Alright, so we're in. We just gotta look around. Guess the flashlight's not really anything to use. That just takes us downstairs. So what do we miss? There. Chandelier. Alright, we have some paintings here. Probably have to write. It looks like there's something there. Can't really read it though. 1305. 23 something 1305. It looks like it might be like 3 or 4 letters. 1305. It might be dates. They're probably dates. I can't read what that says in the beginning. Can't even see it on stream. This looks like it might be January. 11/28. 14. 14's the day. And the last one. I can look at it closer. 18 March. 13/14. So why didn't it zoom in for the other ones? Ridiculous. June. Okay. June. I don't know what language this is in, but... So we did that. Now what? Still can't use this flashlight, right? Take a picture of this? Nope. Yeah, I don't know who this is. Nothing, huh? Another egg. Doesn't open though. Really dark in here. Alright, those are the paintings. That door took us nowhere. Is this a different room? It's the way we came in. There we go, different room altogether. We must be getting close to the end here because I don't know what else. There's like no new objectives on the map, and this isn't a very long game. Oh, okay. So we gotta put in dates here. How do we figure this out? It's not all the dates would fit in here. Some binary? Oh, you know what? It could be the first 3 numbers of the date, the year. Let's try that. Which would make this 11? And let's do 28 here, because we can. $1939. That didn't do anything then. Look at this. This is like the solar system right here. How am I supposed to figure this out? March, June, January, I think it said. Get a hint here. Look closely at the dials. What kind of information can be used to express? I mean, if it's not a year, only the first one has 4. Oh, so it's one of the dates. Got it. Didn't need that. I figured it out on my own. So 14. This is the year. Let's go with 11. 28. This would be January. So 01. That's why there's only a 0 and a 1. And then this would be 14. It looks like it was right. This is what the constellations look like at that time. Or the solar system, how the planets were aligned. What does that do exactly? Look at the plaques on the pictures. So we were right in writing that down. Let's just enter all the dates. This one will be 1305. June is 06. Twenty-third day. That's why their number is missing. I was trying to figure this out. Just past the 3. This might unlock something. Okay. Now for the third one. 1314. March is 03. And it's the 18th day, so there you have it. Where does this open? It opened something. It sounded like a door. Where did it open the door? This side, maybe? Is there anything locked in here before that seemed like a door? I didn't see anything that looked like a door. Nothing there. What did this thing exactly open? This is not telling me where the door is. We have to find it on our own. The secret area is where the door is. Okay. Like, obviously we opened a door. There's a door to a secret area. What's behind the door? A secret area. Maybe it was in that room we were in. Where is the secret area? There's also stuff here we haven't looked at. We should be looking at. So let's take a look. Pick that up. Matches. Okay, so we have matches from here. The matches exactly are from where? This says box of matches. There's a lot of that ring too. We don't know what to do with that. Various documents about George Alapin's finances, interesting but useless. The handwriting doesn't match the handwriting in Halloween's letter. Even so I can make use of the documents to write a fake letter of introduction to companions. Autopsy report, witness statements, murder, be off free, telegram. Okay, so we know all this. Addressed to the private detective Jacques Halloween, the letter requires him to locate two swindlers who supposedly stole an object of great value from him. This seems to confirm Halloween's story, at least. It is... if I had a similar letter, but in my name, I could probably enter the Brotherhood's lodge. You could forge it. That's what he was talking about, making a forgery. Could probably forge it. That'll get us into the Brotherhood. I don't think we're done here yet. We have yet to find the secret area, unless it's downstairs. Let's go downstairs and make that our final destination for now. We might finish this on the next stream. I didn't think it was going to be this short. I mean, I played the first third of the game, so I'm kind of like familiar with that. These are nothing too. Did we look at this table? Yeah, we did. There's nothing there. How do we get downstairs now? Really wish there were some lighting in here at least. And we have a flashlight, but it does nothing. Is that the secret area? Looks like the way out. There's a door here we didn't go into. Can't go into. No, seriously, where is the secret area? Is this it? Alright, Let's look this up. Because I've looked all over this house now. And Mortem, the Alpine secret area. And we'll call it. I'm looking for secrets of Postmortem the game, but instead it's telling me like the Postmortem DLC for Blood, which we still have to play, by the way. There's gonna be more Blood in our future. That I will guarantee. Eaton's apartment, the Alembic Bistro, the Alapin's house. Enter the bedroom, take a look around, go out and look at the stained glass, turn right, financial documents, take the matches, go to the other room, look at the bookcase on the right corner, take the metal ring. Alright, we're in the wrong place here, I think. Need to go back upstairs. There's something we missed in a bookcase. The reason why all those bookcases are there. So maybe there would be something in between books. Let's take a quick look and then call it. Anything here? Here? Nothing. No clue where the secret area is. There we go. There's something there. There's a ring. Back out and so I think that's it for in here. All right. Well, we're going to continue this on Friday. It's getting late, and we'll call it here. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Yeah, another successful Wednesday stream, so I guess we're going to continue with Wednesdays, maybe, possibly in the future. We'll see. Let us... We don't have too many people in chat, but we could raid. So let's see who we're going to raid. Make sure I save this again, just in case. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I'm going to open up game suggestions soon. There are games I want to play. Probably Sunday stream will open up game suggestions. We'll see how that goes. Alright, so let's quit here. I'll say goodbye to everybody. Thank you for hanging out. Preacher, Tikaru, Genie Mania, Senior Hefe, Camilio. Always a pleasure. I know I'm missing a million people here. 0990 obviously was here. Thank you for hanging out. It's a slow-moving game, but we're about to solve everything. And once we do, we're close to the end. We're pretty close to the end, I think. Who's online? We'll just give him a quick raid or a host. It might have to be a host. Emilio's on. Of course he is. Who's online? He's playing front mission, I guess. I don't know. Let's raid him. Take care.